Greetings. Some of you know that for employment these days, I actually deliver pharmaceuticals to patients all over the city of Syracuse, sometimes in the suburbs, and I actually like that job a lot. I like interacting with people. I never thought I would because I'm not really an interact with people type of person, except, well, when it comes to business stuff. And in a way, that's what this is. So one of the things I do every morning is I put everything together based on zip code so that I can be efficient. And I really enjoy the efficiency. That's part of what I did for all those years when I was working in healthcare. And in a way, I guess I'm still working in healthcare. So I had it all laid out perfectly. And my intention was I'm going to finish early today. I knew I was going to do that. And then take the car to Midas and get new brakes put on because I definitely need some new brakes. Everything was going fine until the next to the last place I went. And basically, it's a place where folks who don't make a lot of money or older people live together, and it's got 12 stories. Wrong, 20 stories, 20 floors. And it's got a problem in the fact that they have 4 elevators, but usually at least one is down. Now, one being down, maybe you can still do everything, fairly well. You're just missing one. But today, there were 3 elevators down. And they had some kind of event going on in this apartment complex. So, the elevators were just always packed, totally packed. While I was there, before I got there, I know that because people were complaining. And, you just listen to what folks are saying. So I go to the first patient there because I had to deliver to 2 people. One was on the 3rd floor and one was on the 8th floor. So I get on the elevator eventually and I go up to the 3rd floor. And I make the delivery and now I'm out and I'm waiting for the elevator. I stood there for about 4 or 5 minutes waiting for an elevator to go up to the 8th floor. And it didn't come. And I said, you know what? Let me try the stairs. Now, here's the truth. I hate stairs. I've always hated stairs. And, every once in a while, you would be stuck. You have to go up some stairs. I haven't had to go upstairs in decades. And I'm older now. And it's not anything I'm really used to. I walk 5 miles a day. But I don't go upstairs. I sometimes hit 7 or 8 miles of walking a day, but no stairs. So this time I said, you know what? I've just got to get this done because it's messing up how efficient I've been today. Everything was just going well. So I decided I'm going to go up these 5 floors on the steps. That was not a good idea. There were basically 7 steps. Then you walk, whatever that area is called, and where you turn around, and then you go up some more steps. They're cement steps. And I didn't go at a super slow pace. I didn't run because my knees hitting all that concrete, that wasn't going to happen. But I wasn't like taking a step, doing a little dance, take a step, doing that. So I get up to the 8th floor, and my legs are killing me. I'm exhausted for trying to get up these steps, but still, I was able to get my delivery in, and now I go back out into the lobby to wait for the elevator. And there's this guy there with his cute 2-year-old daughter, and like it usually happens, I get stared at a lot. I don't think he was a resident there. I think that he was visiting someone. And we were there about 10 or 11 minutes waiting for an elevator. Actually, one time an elevator came, but it was packed. And there's a lady in there talking about, oh no, you can't come in here. We can't handle you. There's too many people already in here. I thought that was funny, but still. And I start feeling bad. I'm not really sure why I feel bad. Some of you may know this already, but I just didn't know why I was feeling bad. Finally, we get on the elevator, and it's packed. Me and the other guy and his kid and other people, and it's going down one at a time, And in other words, every floor, it stopped on every single floor. And on every floor, either there was no one there or there would be a bunch of people there. And a lot of those people in wheelchairs, they couldn't get on. There was just nowhere. Now, if I had lived there, I might have said, you know what, I don't have anywhere else to go that fast. You can get on here and I'll wait. But this time I had something I needed to do, something I wanted to do. I wasn't done working yet. So we finally get down to the, I don't actually know what you call it. Let's see, it goes down to 1. Then they have 2 extra floors in the middle. Then they have something they call S. I don't know what S stands for, but it's the lowest floor. Now you're all the way down. And I'm dizzy. I just don't feel well. And I'm wondering, wow, did I get dizzy on the elevator? I don't know. But I'm walking slower than I usually walk. And I was dizzy, but I didn't put my hand to my head because, I need everybody else seeing that. And none of those folks knew me. So I figured, well, I'll just finally walk out slowly, get to the car. I'm walking out slow. I get to my car and I sit in the car for 4 or 5 minutes and I am just dizzy. My head hurts, but it's mainly just this dizziness. And I said, well, I don't really have an option because I can't call the office and ask someone to drive all the way over here to take me back to the office because then someone's got to drive me back. I still have to take care of this one last guy. So, going probably against what some people might say is common sense, I get in the car. Obviously, I'm already in the car. I drive to where this guy is supposed to be. He's not there, but the people he works with have the authority to sign for his pharmaceuticals. So I get back in the car. I'm driving back to the office and I was dizzy and now my head is throbbing. And I get there. I said, well, I could sit here in the car, but no, because those folks aren't going to know that I'm sitting out here. There's no one I'm going to be able to tell. What am I going to do? Ask a patient, hey, would you mind going in the office, knocking on the glass window and say, hey, there's this guy sitting out in the car. Ask me if I would come say something to some of y'all and maybe someone will go out there. No, just wasn't going to happen. So I get myself up. I get all the stuff that I took with me to do these deliveries. I go inside and I eventually am able to get in through a different door where one of the other employees gets me in there. And the manager looks at me. She says, are you okay? I said, no. Which is rare for me. If I usually have anything going on, I don't usually say no. I usually say, oh, I'm fine. But this time I wasn't. So there's this other guy there. His name is Jerry. And he is a pharmacist. He works at different locations for the organization. So he says, you need to sit on the stool there. I don't know if he called it a stool, but it wasn't like a chair. It was like kind of a high stool, the nice cushy thing, which actually was a lot easier for me to get into because if I tried to sit into a regular chair, we might have had other issues. So here I am now, and I feel just dizzy. I don't feel right. And he says, is your glucose high? Because he knows I'm diabetic. I said, no, before I got out of the car, it was at 174. That's not really so bad. He said, no, that's really not so bad. And so we're talking a little bit right there, and I'm breathing better. And then he says, you know what it could be? It could be blood pressure because you were walking on these cement stairs. I know that complex, and their stairs are steeper than in a lot of other places. And he said, I've been in there. I've never had to go up those stairs, but I have seen the stairs, and I knew I wasn't going to do it. And I thought about that and I said, oh, goodness. Blood pressure is not one of those things that hit me. Until he said it, it just never occurred to me. Because I'm 65. Now, he's about 70 or 71 years old, but still, 65. This is something that is strenuous. I'm not used to that. Yes, regular walking is a different thing, but, going up the steps and not going slowly, trying to get up there because I really wanted to get up there fast. Luckily, after 10 minutes, the dizziness is gone. I've done the breathing. Everything is, good. Of course, that's 10 minutes inside. I guess we could say total it was about 20-25 minutes before I started feeling better, feeling mainly like me. And blood pressure. So I get home and I look it up, and indeed, high blood pressure can cause dizziness. And high blood pressure doesn't have to be something that it happens to you all the time, but if you do something strenuous, something that's out of your norm, and you've overdone it, dizziness. And the only thing you can do is to basically sit down, maybe lay down if you're at home, and relax and let your senses come back to you. That's the only thing you can do. And so here I am right now. I've waited another couple of hours. Actually, I had a short nap because I needed that nap. And there you go. This is just me saying, if any of you ever start feeling really dizzy, but you're not diabetic, it could be that you have done some actions. You've made yourself tired in some way. And you just need to take time to relax. And it doesn't matter. You could be a lot younger and you're stressing yourself because this is not your norm. Take care of yourselves. Always think of yourself first, because if you're trying to take care of someone else, or you're trying to do something for someone else, but you don't feel good, you're not really going to be that helpful to anybody. That's it. That's what I got. My name's Mitch Mitchell. I know there's a whole bunch of red. I'll see what I can do. Maybe not. I love red. Anyway, take care. I hope you're doing well. Let me know your thoughts. Bye.